Hello everybody, Caden here today with another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, and today we're going to start what will soon be known as the great deconstruction of various objects around the park so that I can rebuild them into a much better themed way, or otherwise known as the great rebuild of the park. So, I mentioned this in the last episode. Basically, what we're doing is we are tearing out a lot of stuff. Not everything is going. We're keeping the visitor center. Chinini Falls is definitely staying. I mean, that's what actually inspired this. This is going. That might even go. That's gonna go. That's gonna go. That's gonna go. Well, I don't know actually if that's gonna go, but you kind of get the idea, guys. So what we're basically doing is, and I explained this better in the last episode, which was like a week old. Not a week old, but it's fairly old now. Basically, what we're going to do is take things apart and re-theme them. So instead of having like sporadic dinosaurs here, there, and there, we have basically a themed area. And I think, after some comments, I think I'm gonna do it based on dig site. So we're gonna have the Hell Creek, the Flaming Cliffs, the Chinini Fall, like the Chinini Formation, Morrison, things like that. So that's what I think we're gonna do, and I think that's gonna actually lead to a much more interesting park because each section is gonna be themed to fit with the area. So Flaming Cliffs is gonna be a combination between mesa, desert, mountain, stuff like that. So it's gonna be really cool. Morrison's gonna be really cool. That's a bit more of a savanna type area. And then we're gonna have Hell Creek, which, as you guys correctly informed me, is much more of a swamp than volcanic. So we are going to be making it a swamp, which I think is actually going to look quite cool. Of course, we already kind of did a swamp-like area for Chinini, so I might alter it slightly then. Basically just to make it so it can be, kind of different from Chinini. We'll see. Anyway, so what we're going to be doing right now is we got some tools here. And we are going not to tear out an exhibit yet. We're not tearing out exhibits. What we're doing is we're tearing out some other things first. One of the things I've actually decided is going to go is the laboratory. This lab's been here since like episode 12 or something. So it's like an ancient relic. And as much as I would love to keep it, I think we are going to actually remove the laboratory because, well, I don't know. It's kind of in the way. And considering we've already put a lot of work into the Velociraptor there, I'm considering turning this into the Flaming Cliffs area. So, okay, I'm just going to say right now, I have no final ideas set right now for what the park's actually going to look like when we're finished with this. But I'm thinking if I do turn this into the Flaming Cliffs area, we're going to remove parts of this. So like part of that mountain's going to be gone. I'm probably going to actually remove Compsognathus at that point. That'll be going into the Morrison formation. No, not Morrison. They're not in Morrison. Oh, they're... I think we're just going to stick Compsognathus in the Morrison because it is a Jurassic carnivore. It could be like the Dilophosaur, which is getting its own special area. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing with Compsognathus. But yeah, I'm thinking of turning this into Morrison, mainly because the Velociraptors are already over there. We've started doing the desert terraforming. So I think it'd be slightly easier just to take out parts of this mountain, get rid of the tunnel, turn that maybe into Therizinosaurus. This possibly into, well, as you can see, I've kind of got some grass extending out here. So I don't know, maybe this will become Gallimimus and Tarkia, because actually I should mention that. When I say Tarkia, I do not mean we actually have a Tarkia installed. I would love there to be a Tarkia. Tarkia would be awesome to see in this mod. But we are basically just going to use the Jurassic Craft one and Jurassic Craft and Kylosaur and call it a Tarkia. But yeah, that's basically what we're doing. Oh gosh, I'm dying again of the plague. It is a terrible thing, the plague, you know. It just strikes whenever you're not expecting it to. So, like I said, we're probably going to be working... Yeah, I think I want to take out this area first. Also, so a question I want you guys to answer below in the comments is, how do you want me to do this? I have two ways currently of approaching this whole idea. One is we deconstruct everything and then rebuild it. As, like, everything kind of starts falling in. Like, we deconstruct everything and then basically start from scratch. Or do you want me to slowly deconstruct everything and as we deconstruct it, we rebuild? So let's say we take out this area. Then we stop the deconstruction and then just go straight into building the Flaming Cliffs area. Or, you know, like Morrison, we go destroy the little bit of Morrison we need to destroy, and then we just go and rebuild it. Like, what do you guys want to see? Because either or works for me. I mean, the entire destruction would be somewhat quicker, but then it takes a lot longer for me to rebuild everything. But I think it allows me to be a bit more inventive with it, because then I can fully redesign where everything's going to go. But if we do it like this, it's going to get done a lot faster, and we get a better image of how the themes are going to look. Anyway, we're going to move the Deinonychus out of here because they do somewhat need to go. Are you guys actually going to follow me? I don't think they... Oh, okay. One did. I'm not sure if they'll be able to follow me into this temporary cage I got for them. Mainly because it's daytime, so they're asleep currently. I think they might not be able to get in here. You know what? That's fine. Also, I didn't realize that was there. That's okay. We'll just work around them, and I can take them out and make them sit somewhere else if I need to. But yeah, we're just gonna... This is what we'll probably be doing for the next 2 or so episodes, is just tearing out little exhibits, pathways, things like that. It's not that I don't like these areas, I just think... Yeah, I think, what was it? Some people were commenting to me like, oh, I liked how the park was looking and stuff. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad looking park. I think I've done a good job with the builds and stuff. The builds aren't terrible. The problem with it, I think, at least for me, is just that it doesn't flow, at least very well in my eyes, because, you know, we've got this carnivore here, and then it's next to a completely random herbivore and stuff like that. There's no real, you know, theming going on, and, I mean, after building Shinini and spending so long working on getting the theme just right, theming started to become something I'm a bit more interested in doing, because I think it'll actually result in a much nicer looking park. Yeah, to kind of have, so, you know, we have our desert animals in our desert area, and we have our jungle animals in our jungle area. You know, you guys kind of get what I mean. I mean, we're doing the same thing in the wildlife park series with that zoo, theming around biomes, because I think that's going to result in a much more interesting looking park, at least. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Oh, I will need to go and screenshot the names real quick, because I will be prone to forget the Deinonychus names if I do not screenshot them. So let's just go over here. There we go. And that should be good. How long has this exhibit been here? I'm trying to remember. Let's see, we built it for the Dilophosaurs originally. So I mean, gosh, this area's got to be like 20, 30 oh, it's got to be more than 30 episodes. It's got to be maybe like 40 episodes old at least. I'm not sure how old this build is here, but it's definitely not new, and it was just, yeah, and then we just slightly modified it for the Deinonychus by changing the fence, I think? Is that all I did? I think that's all I did to put the Deinonychus in here. They just basically got a fence remodel. And we'll just line all this up. Yeah, that is all I did. Huh. So yeah, I didn't give a full list last time when when I did the video of what dinosaurs are going to go in what area. I mean, honestly, in the Mongolia area, I just remembered now, Therizinosaurus is also going to go in there, the Flaming Cliffs. I know, yes, Prime Therizinosaurus wasn't in the Flaming Cliffs, or at least I don't think it was. I'll need to check. But we're just going to put it in there because, like the Compsognathus, it fits with the area or the general theme we're going for, so we can survive a tiny bit of inaccuracy if it just means we don't have to go and build a completely different area somewhere else in the park. Because, I mean, that's kind of what I'm trying to avoid. I'm now going to stop rambling and figure out something to talk about. Oh, are you guys awake now? You guys are awake. Okay, come with me, Miss... Are they both male? I honestly can't remember. I have no idea. It's been a long time since we hatched the Deinonychus. Oh no. Okay, we're actually gonna go out of here because it sounded like they were dying, and I don't want you guys to die because you guys are like my babies. Stay. No, you guys are near the lava. Okay, that's better. You guys will not be attacking anything near lava, because if you do, you're gonna die, and then I am actually going to cry because I don't want to lose dinosaurs at this point in the series. We haven't really lost them. We've lost fewer dinosaurs than usual. I want to see, where's my Dinopedia? Where did I put it? It's probably over in Shinini. I am going to go and see how old these are. Should I? Okay, I'll go do that in a minute or two. I'm just gonna finish digging out this exhibit. Okay guys, I'm back. So, you've just noticed now we've jumped. And that's because apparently I ran out of storage on my computer, and I've been talking to myself for the last 3 minutes, which is somewhat embarrassing, but you know what, it's okay. Basically, so what I went over is, what was it? Just some more things about this exhibit, what we're gonna do in this area, dinosaurs that are gonna happen. Like, there's Dinosaurs going in here, and yada yada yada. This is probably going to be Gallimimus or Tarkia, or maybe both. Ooh. I wonder if I should leave it in the comments, guys. Should I do a double exhibit for this area? So, I mean, I wasn't wanting to combine too many of the dinosaurs, and especially for Gallimimus, I wasn't too interested in that idea because I wanted to have a herd of about 20 Gallimimus, but, you know, having, you know, if we have fewer but we can combine two exhibits means I do have to build fewer, but generally I don't like combined exhibits because it means then I don't get as many dinosaurs in the park or as many cool individual enclosures, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. What was I gonna... Oh, okay, so I had another question for you guys, and this is what I spent more of the time of the cutout part talking about. I am... Well, okay, believe it or not, guys, I actually plan a lot of stuff out in the YouTube series, stuff like that. And, I mean, well, I'm going to rephrase that. I like to plan out a lot of things for the channel. I like to try and figure out what I'm going to do for a series, when I'm going to do it, how I'm going to do it next, especially for this season. I'm always trying to come up with ideas for, like, Season 6 and beyond. And this is, recently I've been thinking about this because I remember when I was around, at around 500 subs, yeah, people were asking if I could do something a bit more like Poet or Fade, where instead of basically, you know, ending this park at about 100-something episodes and, you know, doing seasons, instead just going and building one big park over the course of a couple of years. And I've been thinking about that, and now it wouldn't be this park. Trust me, it's not going to be this park because even though, yes, we're tearing everything out right now to fix it, I don't like this seed as much as I would have. I didn't pick the geography super duper well for this one. Excuse me. So, I'm thinking, well, let me know what you guys think. Would you guys be more interested for the next time we do a park, which will probably be sometime in the middle of summer? Yeah, that's probably when I'm going to start it because, what is it? This series will probably go until May or June, and then we'll end it this season off. And then we'll probably take about a month, maybe a month and a half break between the two, just to, you know, allow a bit of breather time to maybe try some other things out. But after that, we're going to be returning. And would you guys be more interested in A, doing something like this again, like we've been doing for the past 4 seasons, including, and 5th, including this one, where we just go, excuse me, where we just go, you know, build a simple park and then we're kind of done with it, and then we go on and build the next one? Or would you guys want to see something a bit more permanent that we spend, I don't know, instead of just what would be one season, which is, for me, is usually around a year. I don't know, maybe spend several years, make this be a more permanent park that we basically never stop building on. It wouldn't be this park, like I said earlier, it wouldn't be this park basically just because the geography is, well, it's workable. It's definitely workable, but I could have definitely picked much nicer geography for this area, because although it's cool with all the mountains and stuff, it's very impractical for certain exhibits because it means I have to dig a ton of dirt and stone, and it's hard to work with. But yeah, let me know what you guys would want to see next season, because I'd be happy to do either. Is it either or either? It's probably like aluminum and aluminium. You can pronounce it either way you want to. I don't know. But yeah, that's something I've been considering, basically just because I've had requests to do it, and considering how long I'm now spending on this park, I think it'd be rather interesting to see what we could do if we did make a more permanent park like that. Because I mean, we'd be doing a lot more of this because we'd build something, maybe have it, I don't know, who knows, maybe we'd have builds for an entire year, and then, you know, slowly as we keep working, we'd eventually build new things and get rid of old stuff. I don't know, I think it'd be kind of fun. However, with the nature of the Dinosaurs, basically from Revival and how that mod's going, I do think it means we're going to limit what the mods we have installed to fairly few mods. I mean, from what I'm thinking of, because I know the mod's updating to 1.10 fairly soon, and then after that, you know, it's going to keep updating and changing editions of Minecraft or versions. I think in the future, whatever season we do next, whether it be a season or a permanent park. So sorry, guys. Give me a second. Wait, what am I doing? I don't know. My brain's kind of just died there. Yeah, anyway. So, like I was saying, if the advantage of doing seasons, and this is one of the things I've enjoyed about doing seasons, is that if I find mods that don't work, or they didn't really do much for the season, like last season we had the Erebus mod, and it was an interesting concept because we did a giant bug house, and it was like the Carboniferous, and is it Carboniferous? Yeah, I'm thinking of the Carboniferous. It was like that, and it was really, really cool. It was a lot of fun to build it, and it looked pretty sick. The problem is, Erebus doesn't currently work with the version of Forge we're using, and I mean, it's still 1.7, but I'm turning it down just because I hate the sound of glass breaking in this game. I mean, still it's 1.7 and Erebus is 1.7, but with a certain version of Forge, Erebus didn't work anymore. So instead of, you know, just keeping Erebus, we decided to remove it. So that's something I like about seasons, is that if it works one season but it doesn't work the next season, it's easy to remove, and we don't have any collateral damage to the world. Nothing disappears, things like that. Of course, though, if we have another season like this, things are bound to disappear and corrupt. And that's very nice about seasons, because it means if things update, I don't really have to worry about items disappearing, and I can have like 20 or 30 mods installed to, you know, get a full-on park going. However, considering from what I'm seeing, it's going to be a while before other mods get to 1.10. I think Chisel may already be there, but I'm not sure about Carpenters. I'm thinking if we do make a permanent park, like if we make a park and instead of doing like seasons 6, 7, and 8, we just call it like Minecraft Dinosaurs, and then, I don't know, make that the park for the next 3 years or so. I mean, I'm just speculating here. But if we do that, it means the mod list is going to go from, I don't know, I've got like 20, 30 mods installed right now. Most of them we're not even using, really. Most of them I actually need to get into. But if we do a permanent world, we're probably just going to stick with Revival. Now, some of you might be like, why not Jurassic Craft? Because that's 1.10. The thing is with Jurassic Craft is, it's a cool mod. I'm not going to deny that. The 1.7 editions are pretty sick, and the early, the alpha versions of 2.0 were pretty cool. But actual 2.0 is pretty terrible. It doesn't work well. It causes immense amounts of lag, and it just breaks things. So, and also it doesn't really update that often, and I don't feel that, I mean, I don't have anything against the Jurassic Craft team. I remember when Jurassic Craft came out, and it was really cool that they were updating it very, very often, but the updates like Revival have slowed down. And I don't know if they're still working on it. I hope they are, because it's a cool idea and it's very awesome to see it. But my experience with it currently has been they like to add stuff and then remove it instead of fixing it. like we saw in the beta for the 2.0. No, not hundreds, but like 60, 50 dinosaurs, something like that. Huge amount of dinosaurs. Most of them didn't work. What happens to the one that don't work? Instead of fixing them for the actual release, which I don't really call a release, it's basically like a beta, they just remove them all. So that was kind of disappointing, because I was like, well, you should have at least just tried to fix them, put some simple AI in them, and then, you know, let them go. But I don't know. It wasn't my decision, so, and I don't know much about coding, so I'm not sure how exactly it worked. Anyway, that's one of the reasons why if we do a permanent park, we're most likely not going to use Jurassic Craft 2.0, just because it breaks, and I'm not sure if I really like the new one, because I honestly don't like a lot of the new models. That's why I never did a review on it, because I was like, I don't like this, I don't want to review it. Yeah, sorry for all of you who wanted to see me review it. But anyway, yeah, let me know, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see a permanent park with, most likely, I mean, if we can get chisel, I don't even think I need chisel nowadays, or carpenter's blocks. I think, well, they're both really cool mods. I'm not going to deny that. I love both those mods. They're really awesome, and they make building so much more fun because I get to have access to just, you know, like hundreds of new blocks and textures that are really, really cool looking. But I almost think I could build a better park even without them, because it means, yeah, it's fewer options, but I learned how to build better with those options. Plus in 1.10, yeah, we're going to have a lot of brand new blocks as well, so I think we could just go with just Revival. I mean, what is it, Poet Plays? Yeah, he went with just Revival for like ever. Yeah, as far as I can remember, he basically just had Revival. I know he's got tons of other mods now, but he started off with just Revival and like some other very small mods that don't change much, and went from there. And I think we could do the same. Basically, Revival, Optifine, inventory tweaks, you know, the simple mods that I use every day. And yeah, I think from there I could actually build a park. One maybe even better than this, using just the vanilla materials. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And if you do think we should, or actually, you know what? If you think we should do a permanent one, let me know what mods you would like to see in that. Because I mean, that'd be the mods that we'd be using for probably what, like the next 2 or 3 years, so it'd be a, you know, a long-going series. But yeah, if you are going to suggest mods, make sure you know the versions, because I'd like to make sure they actually work. But anyway, that was a completely random topic, and you can't tell that this was an enclosure really anymore. It just kind of looks like a massive pile of rocks, because, well, that's really what I built, a massive pile of rock. Well, anyway, I think we're going to end today's episode off here. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this. And, yeah, until next time, guys, see ya.